2016. The day I became a 3-finger amputee. The day started off normal, doing my job. I had been on a high somewhat in the sense of I'd been married for just over 6 months, and we just recently got back from our honeymoon. Got married in the winter time, decided to wait till summer. And so things were great in my world. The afternoon I get through with the break and the machine I'm working on, my glove gets caught. And it pulls my hand into the machine up to the wrist. And this all happens in a split second. Pull my hand back and I'm missing parts of 3 fingers with a nice fountain of blood coming out the end of my hand. I take and apply pressure. Call to a co-worker to call rescue. And we have a on-site clinic there at the refinery. He walks up and I go, walk with me. We were about 100 yards from the clinic. I walk in, the nurse starts freaking out and takes me over to the sink and starts trying to wash things out. And I just look at her and I go, get every bit of gauze you got in this room and start packing and wrapping. There's nothing you're going to do here. We got to stop this blood flow. Ambulance comes, they load me up, and we start off to the U of U hospital. My boss had called my wife, of which when she hung up the phone, she turned to a co-worker and said, where's the U of U hospital? On the way up to the hospital in the ambulance, I gave my phone to the EMT and asked him to call my son. It went to voicemail. He left a message. I get to the hospital about 3:30 in the afternoon, and family starts arriving and stuff. I hang out till 11:30 that night. They take me into surgery. The next thing I remember is going up to my room sometime early morning. It's kind of blurry, but then things start setting in a little bit. I'm the husband, the father, the breadwinner, missing 60% of my hand. What's life going to be like going forward? What can I do? I spend 5 days in the hospital, another surgery. Go home, and that starts 8 months of PT, pain and trauma. 5 more surgeries. I had 10 pins, a plate, half dozen screws, and ultimately had 3 skin grafts. End of February, well, middle of February, was the last surgery. I heal up, and then I get to go see about getting prosthetics. And I get fitted for 2 prosthetics, my manual here, and then a myoelectric. Turns me into a cyborg. Pretty cool. Kids love it at church. Then comes the battle of learning how to use things, how to learn how to do everything over again, but differently. Nothing replaces original equipment. It makes it better, it doesn't replace it. Time goes by, and the marriage didn't last. Excuse me. We parted ways on on good terms. We both had some challenges that we had to work on, and we can help each other. I lived in the house for a few more years, and then sold it and bought an RV and started the RV life for a while. Then one day I get a text from my older brother. He says, I got a new niece in my family tree. Says that she belongs to one of my brothers. I had just sent in my DNA test for doing some medical testing and stuff. And a couple of weeks later, I get the results back, and turns out she's mine. 40 years old. I think about things for a day and send an email. I don't know what to say. I don't know what's right, what's wrong, or indifferent, but I guess I'm your father. A little bit more details to it, and I leave contact information and just say if you want to reach out, you're welcome to. Next day I'm going to Idaho, and I get a text. Hi, this is Athena. I text her back, I'm driving right now and I got a little bit of time. You want to talk? Sure. So we talked for about an hour and make a date for lunch the next Saturday. We meet for lunch. Lunch turns into 4 hours. At the end, there was no doubt. She was mine. Now I gotta tell her 3 siblings about their older sister. But over the weeks, there had been some discussion in the background, emails back and forth, texts and such. So it wasn't a total surprise to any of them, and they were okay with things. So we set a date, have a family barbecue, and everyone get to meet, and everything went good. Then since then, we have had Sunday family dinners almost every holiday together. Date nights with my youngest granddaughter. Oh, by the way, she's given me 3 grandkids and 5 great grandkids. It's been the most amazing journey the last year and a half. She's taught me unconditional love. We accept each other for who we are, and it's brought us so close. It's the most amazing thing. What brings joy? Family.